Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our special monthly Power Lead System training. Let me take a look and see who's here. Now, one of the things I promised everybody is we're going to take a look at some of your profiles because LinkedIn and Facebook both have made some changes that are going to dramatically affect your visibility. And they've also, LinkedIn specifically, has made some changes that is going to make it easier for you to contact and recontact people that you already connected to. So I'm scrolling down here, and Abraham, you look like you're new. So I'm going to, we'll be looking at your profile. And Catherine, I knew you would. Okay, I knew you would. So I am currently, this month in August, I am celebrating my 29th year in network marketing. And what I'm going to be sharing with all of you not only works for those of you that are building a network marketing business, but it also works for those of you who are affiliate marketers. So bring out the champagne, and my goal is to help every one of you ring in the new year at the end of December with bigger teams and more money in your pocket. So every month, the first Tuesday of every month, I do a training for all of my friends that have subscribed to the Power Lead system, because my digital training program is in your back office. It has been described as the ultimate prospecting, recruiting, and training program for affiliate and network marketers. So it's in your back office. We're not going to devote a lot of time going over it, but there are some new things that we're going to talk about. We have just upgraded and we're updated the profile guide, and we have a new scripts book. Now, for years, Facebook and LinkedIn have helped everyone break through and overcome the greatest obstacles facing every affiliate and network marketer: not having qualified prospects to talk to. Now, in the last 3 weeks, students, old students, are coming back and they're reconnecting. Now, I heard from Pat Zemer, who actually spent $10,000. And the first time he spent $5,000 working with me was in December of 2010, when LinkedIn had 90 million people. 10 years later, he came back for another round of coaching. And as a result of what I showed him, he had a business that had products specifically interested in horses. And then when he came back 10 years later, he had started a CBD company. And after working with me second go round, 5 months after we worked together, he sold that company. And now he is passionate about social media. Joe Whaley, our lead system student, who in 2018, when we worked together, enrolled 18 people during his first boot camp, along with personal coaching. And for those of you that are interested in going fast, I have a special 29th anniversary promotion if you want to jump into my coaching program. Everybody's got a story. Now, he enrolled 18 people in 1 month. See, Joel knows how to sell. He just didn't understand how social networks work. So he said, I've been successful in sales all my life. You've awakened many of the classic sales techniques I used years ago, giving me an ocean of people to talk to. I love it. Can't thank you enough. You quadrupled my business and taken me from standing still to being so busy I can't do anything else. Now, I'm not showing you these to impress you. I am showing you these to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. In 2019, he came back because he had an insurance business he was working with. He hit me in November and December. His goal was 100 agents in 2 months. It's a noble goal, and believe it or not, he did it. He sent me a Happy New Year telling me that they hit the number. Now, we talk about building a business in an hour or two a day. To do those kind of numbers, Joel and his wife were putting in 10, 12 hours a day. And then he called in last year to a power lead system training to catch me up. Let me open Joel up. You know, I love it when former students come back.
Hi, Max.
How are you?
Doing good, doing great.
I love it. You know, I constantly refer to you as, you know, one of my favorite success stories, because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented salespeople I've ever met. I mean, this man could sell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
You know, it's true. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about you. You know, when I was working with you back in 2018, you know, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, we decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, I mean, you had pretty high goals, you know, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Thrilled that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, see, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible for all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing. And it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you, because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button in more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one from us because we're already connected.
Right. But I meant if it was a new person.
Right. Well, right. But see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off anymore.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. This is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I mean, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. I mean, I love it when people hit that first $1 million year, but not the last.
And we're on our way.
No, congratulations. It's funny because I help so many people, but it's nice to hear it, because a lot of people, I don't hear they hit $1 million until 10 years after they did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, bro. That's awesome. Thank you.
And by the way, what he did, okay, all of you can do, all right?
Yeah.
What he did, all of you can do, because number one, it's not hard, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps. And the one thing that impressed me about Joel right from the beginning, because he's a great salesman, great salespeople know you want to listen more than you talk. And working with him was an absolute pleasure. Joe, why don't you tell everybody what coaching did for you? If you would.
Well, it did so much, I don't know if I can put it into just a few words, but it actually propelled me into the next level. And I think that's what everybody's looking for, being able to come to you and talk to you about what I was doing and just doing the tweaks, just the little things that we miss that the coaching really helped with. I don't know how to even express it. I mean, because even like coming to these things, you do a great job with these, but it's not like the individual coaching where I can ask a personal question on how I actually can make this happen. So it's like you said, we did over 100 agents in 2 months, less than 2 months on that with your coaching and our work. So it was great.
All right. Now, everybody has a story. And let me just say this. It doesn't matter what you're selling. Now, you're all here because you're subscribers to the Power Lead system. So ideally, you are promoting Power Lead system. But in addition to that, you could be promoting other things. And I'm excited to share with you something that we introduced 2.5 weeks ago, Max GPT, which is going to give all of you an opportunity to easily talk to your best prospects using my scripts. And we're going to give you a 7-day free trial. And if you refer people to it, refer 3 people to it, we have an affiliate program that pays a 33% commission. Now, Dan Ladd was building a Melaleuca business, network marketing. And then his sponsor died. So he ended up being an orphan. Now, if you know precisely who the best prospects for your business are, tonight I'm going to show you how easy it is to find them and using my scripts, engage them in a conversation. Well, after 3 coaching sessions, he owned a franchise, a drone cleaning service. But he signed up into Melaleuca, network marketing company, with one of the top earners in the business, and then his sponsor died, which meant he was an orphan. So he came back to me and says, listen, Max, I'm really not that excited about Melaleuca anymore. Can you show me how I could reach out to people with this profile, people that would be interested in using my service? And I'm just going to let him share what happened. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you had used the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, now they kind of brought you in, made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. It's like believable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
Well, he called in a few weeks later to kind of give an update and explain a little bit more about what he did. And I want you to understand, this is a relationship business. He connected with someone in Verizon Wireless. When you talk to people and you ask them what they do, they'll tell you, and then they come back and ask you what you do. So he didn't make the initial connection with somebody in Verizon Wireless to do the deal. He connected with somebody in Verizon Wireless who was so impressed with what he did that he arranged the introduction. So this is what happened when he called back in.
The biggest thing was learning how to communicate with people online, people I didn't know, and being able to make contacts and turn those contacts into something that I could utilize, and doing it the right way instead of, a lot of people just send out a message when they first get on there. But what I learned from you was to build that relationship, and that relationship, whether you're network marketing or building a regular business like I am now, is crucial. And what I do is I own an exterior cleaning company. And, when I set that up, I was pretty much just the first franchise owner, and I'm now a partner of the corporation. So I actually need to change that, as I'm now a partner with this company, of the other two people that are involved. And what we've done is we've taken an exterior cleaning company and we took it to the next level by, first, due to an injury that I had, I fell 20 feet. I broke both of my feet and had to have surgery to have my feet put back together. And now, blessed as I am, because I walk well and no one would know it if I did not tell them that I had broken both of my feet March of last year. And after that, we were looking for a new way to do things. So when cleaning taller buildings, we now found drone technology, and we clean buildings with drones. So in what we do, cleaning these buildings with drones, it opened us up to clean taller buildings, and other things, other tall structures. And so I started looking around and talking to people and just using the same techniques that you taught as taught me as one of your students. I started reaching out to different people that were hotel chains, and things like that. And then came across somebody with Verizon that worked with Verizon, an engineer with Verizon, and just started a little conversation. And I mentioned what we do and ended up mentioning what we do. And we started this conversation, and we now will be cleaning towers for Verizon for the next 3 years. We've closed a 3-year, $20 million contract with Verizon Wireless. I mean, we went from being a $50,000, $100,000 a year income type business to myself, $2.2 million next year. That will be, that's just my portion of my area what I'll be cleaning. But we've gone even further than that. Now we're growing at such a rate that we're scaling our business that, we've started a franchise opportunity with, as I was originally, like I said, one of the first franchisees, but we've actually gone to a full all blown out franchise, $20,000 to lawyers just to set up a franchise. We've sold 2 franchises already. We're growing, and it's all because of, not just only because of that, because my partners were involved as well, but I brought the big deals to the table, and I brought those deals learning your techniques and utilizing them. I literally met the Verizon people on LinkedIn. I've contacted them on LinkedIn, and that's how we began this venture. This part of this company. We went from, like I said, cleaning houses and 1-story buildings to now cleaning Verizon towers, hotels, and now even municipal water towers. I've closed 2 deals to clean some municipal water towers, and got 6 towers to clean. And all of that came from contacts made through LinkedIn. We're multi-million-dollar company, through the techniques that I learned from Max. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. As a matter of fact, I mean, I was trying to build network marketing business. I never had really had any great success with network marketing until I started working with you, and I was working and like I said, it was kind of hard for me to move forward because my sponsor, who I'd become pretty close with, Jason Fisher, passed away. And when Jason died, it kind of took my air out of me, took my breath out. And I was just like, oh my God, I just couldn't carry on at that time. So I just was focusing on what I did day to day, my daily business. And then after a while, I said, you know what, let me see if I can make a few contacts on LinkedIn for my business. And then it just started blowing up because I just never got the air, to go back to my network marketing business. Not that I now know that if I just had, if I needed to build that business, if I even had the time to focus on it, I could build an explosive network marketing company because of these techniques that I feel like maybe I haven't mastered, but I've gotten pretty good at.
Okay. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I'm having a special training. Go to maxsteingart.com/special webinar. And I'm going to show you all how to find perfect prospects for your business on LinkedIn and Facebook and bring them into your business no matter what you're selling. Additionally, we're going to go over and show you how you can register for Max GPT. In fact, you can just go to maxgpt.com and register. You get a 7-day free trial. We're going to give you information on that. Additionally, I'm going to give you information, and because it's my 29th year anniversary, I have a special promotion. Go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code BIGGERDEAL. It'll drop the price to $59. You'll get the updated profile guide and the new scripts book. Additionally, join me 6 days a week during our Ask Max webinars. Now, let me just start out by saying the past does not equal the future. With consistent effort and persistence, you can do more business than you've ever done before. In fact, if you start today, you can set the foundation for increased business growth and duplication and momentum. Now, I want you to understand, my digital training course is in your back office. Now, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. So I want you all to think about this. Since goals are the blueprint to success, what are your goals? What are your goals? What is your goal for August? How many people do you want to sign up in your business? How many business builders? How many customers? How big do you want your team to be by the end of the month? What is your 90-day goal for the next 3 months? What do you hope to accomplish in your business by the Halloween weekend? What's your 1-year goal? And finally, what is your 5-year goal? Now, setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. A goal without a timeline is just a dream. Your dreams are only your dreams until you write them down. Then they're goals. Goals that are not written down are just wishes. My job, my career has been devoted to helping people like you achieve levels of success in direct sales, network marketing, and affiliate marketing that most people only dream about. A goal without a plan is only a dream, which is why we have the Top Earners 90-day game plan to help you build your business. And people who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them than the ones who didn't. Telling a friend increases this rate to 78%. So, July marked the beginning of the second half of the year. How'd you do in July? How many people did you sign up? How many people are we looking to bring into the business? How big do we want our business to grow by the end of August? And then finally, where do we want to be at the end of the year? You will do more business and make more money than you did in the first half of the year. Now, social networks are a great source of free leads, but some are better than others. Facebook and LinkedIn are the biggest. LinkedIn is the best. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn. And LinkedIn has some new features that will enable you to build your business faster. So first, check out how many people you have in your network. I got 11,167. But when we go into filter it down, first level, 9,200. You know, at the beginning of the week, it was 9,600. Last week, it was 10,000. So I'm connected here to 9,200 people. Now, these 9,200 people all have connections. Their connections are on my second level. So those 9,200 people connect me to 1,590,000. You would be amazed at how big your network is. And LinkedIn considers your network your first level, your second level, and your third level. So the second level have connections. We go to our third level. And so I have 1,070,000,000 professionals. Now there are actually 1,090,000,000 professionals. This is a bogus number. But now what you're going to be able to do, and this is what's so exciting, is we came up with a strategy where you can go back to your first level and look to and filter these people. How many people are looking for an opportunity? I got 1,300 people. How many people am I connected to in real estate? 1,300 people. And what is amazing, now you can see the ones with the green donuts. These are people that are online right now. If I look at the message, so we've been connected since 2022. Come down here. Now, we've never talked. If I bring up the profile, we've been connected since 2015, but we've never talked. So being able to reconnect with people that you're connected to is going to be huge. Another feature that you're absolutely going to love. If you go over to your network, it's catch-up. What catch-up is going to do is it's going to let you catch up with people you're already connected to. People that change their jobs. People that are celebrating a birthday. People that have a work anniversary. And we've got strategies that you're going to be able to use that will put you out there to people that maybe you've never talked to. Let's go over here and look at birthdays. So Connor celebrating his birthday today. So he reached out to me in December of 2020. He's trying to sell me something. But we've never talked. Timothy. We've been connected since 2014. All right, so let's come up here and let's first look at Abraham. Let me unmute him. So Abraham, are you on LinkedIn? And while we're waiting for him to unmute himself, let me open up another page. Fred
Yeah.
Card. Abraham?
Hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you. So do you have a LinkedIn profile?
I have, but I'm not active. I joined this group. I'm very new, so new to the group. So that's why I joined this so that I get to know more about it.
Okay.
So I'm on, but I'm not very active. So
Abraham, let me ask you a question. What do you do?
I'm a priest.
A priest. Okay. It is easy for people to talk to people
Right.
that have similar backgrounds.
Mm.
So if I told you that you could go on LinkedIn let's see how many priests are on LinkedIn. People, you got 115,000 priests.
Um,
All right. Now we could also do chaplains. You got 12,000 chaplains. Ministers. $297,000. Now, let's filter this down a little bit. Let's say we want to find ministers looking for an opportunity, maybe so that their church or their congregation could generate some extra money. You got 9,000 ministers that are actively looking for an opportunity. And all you have to do is make yourself visible so people can see. I'm going to put in the chat first. I'm going to put a link for our webinar tomorrow night. maxsteingart.com/special webinar. Then I'm going to put in a link to register for my August boot camp. Now, in boot camp, we work together. You'll be working with me over 2 weeks. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know. We'll help you put your profile together. Let me put that in the chat. And finally, maxgpt.com. Okay? Now let me come over here and let's look at Craig. Now, one other thing, I'm going to put in the chat the link to my LinkedIn profile. So you can find me. Just when you're logged into LinkedIn, you can find me. In fact, let me just go to my profile. I'll put that in the chat so you can use that to reach out to me, send me a connection request, and I'm here to help you. So now let's come back. Oops. Okay. So let's look at Craig's page. Now, as a general rule, in an hour or two a day, you can pop up on LinkedIn and talk to 10, 15, or 20 people. All right? And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about talking to people.
So how do I get these people to talk to?
How do I what?
How do I get these people to talk to?
How do you get to talk to people?
Oh, yeah, how do I get them?
Well, it's a 4-step process, okay? First, you create your profile, then you connect with people. I'm going to demonstrate it, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate it, so just hang out for a little bit. All right, so let me come over here and let's bring Craig up. Now, again, I love it when old students come back. And Craig, you and I go back to, I guess, 2019. You were in my April and May boot camps. You were in a top earner retreat. And it looks like you registered for Max GPT, but it doesn't look like the order went through. So you're going to need to, I'm going to talk about it tonight. So the bottom line, I'm going to unmute Craig. And
Hello.
yeah, hi, Craig.
Hi.
So I'm looking at your profile, and there's a bunch of things that you need to adjust. All
Okay.
right? Now we come down here. For one thing, I can see your followers. And if I can see your followers, what that says to me is your settings are off. People shouldn't be able to see this. Now, let's come down here.
I know I need to update a lot of this.
So what have you been doing since you did this?
Melaleuca.
Okay. Now, pay attention to this because I worked with the top earners in Melaleuca for easily 20 years. They were never a social media friendly company up until about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I helped a woman make senior director in 30 days. What level in the company are you?
I'm down at the bottom.
Okay. All right. So basically, Melaleuca is different than the typical network marketing company. They don't pay you for what you sell. You get a little percentage of what people buy. But your big income comes from helping people advance. So
Right.
you bring somebody into your business, you help them get 8 customers, and technically you're a director. They have a new program where you bring somebody into business, help them get 12 customers, and you make $1,000. So in theory, if you brought 2 people into your business every week, and by the following week, you help them get 12 customers, you can make $2,000 a week. If you did it every week, you make $8,000 a month. Do it 3 months in a row, $24,000 in 90 days. Okay? Now,
Okay.
okay, and so the thing is that after I help somebody hit senior director, all of a sudden my boot camps are filling up with people, and about maybe 8 months after I helped this woman, I get a phone call. I have coached personally 8 corporate directors in Melaleuca. And Eddie Bestoso contacted me, who I've known probably for 24 years.
Yeah, he's the biggest guy in there, right?
Yeah, he's really, I mean, we're really good friends. Okay. And he calls me up and he said, listen, I'd like you to coach my daughter, Ashley, I'm sorry. And so I said, I'd be happy to do it. But I want you to attend the first 2 sessions. So we go over here. So Ed, I helped him set up his profile. And the deal, and anyway, after those first 2 sessions, he went out and he paid somebody to build Make Green, Go Green. It's an online system that makes it easy to get customers with Melaleuca. Then
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Then he paid me to help the guy, Chris. I can't think of his last name.
Yeah, I knew you're talking about. He has these meetings like once a month. 1, 2, 3, go green.
Yes, and now finally, the owner of the company gets it, and they've created a whole different program. That's a tool to show people the business. Now, historically, they want you to get customers. And all the scripts that they use, my scripts are designed for business builders. Your business grows faster with a business builder.
Sure.
And so what makes the profile effective is the cover, the picture, the headline, and then here how you tell your story. So if I go back over here and look at your headline, you ever see the movie When Harry Met Sally?
No, my sister knows that one.
Okay. Well, you can go on YouTube and just do a search for the restaurant scene in When Harry Met Sally, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. The idea is for people to look at your profile and say, I want what you have. I want to do what you do. So when you're not building your Melaleuca business, what do you do?
I'm a logistics manager for a chemical company.
Okay. Now notice you're also in the Navy. So you're going to be able to come up on here. You're a recruiter here. So it's easy to connect with people that share your experience. And so we could go up here and we could do a search for the U.S. Navy. You could do the same for the Army, the Air Force. So on LinkedIn, you have 672,000 people connected to the Navy. So here's somebody down here. She's a soccer coach, and she is looking for something new, open to work. Right now, let's come back over here. So you got US Navy, then you have US Navy veteran. You got 38,000 veterans. You have 30 US Navy veteran, retired. You got 44,000. And then, and this is the hottest category, transitioning. People that are getting out of the Navy,
All right.
that are looking for something new. Now, I remember years ago when I first started to do this, I was working with a sergeant in the Army that was stationed in Korea. And he became an Amway diamond while he was still in Korea. Because as the soldiers that were in his platoon were going back to the United States, he was hooking them up in Amway so they could have their own business. He ended up with 3 Amway diamonds. And when he got out of the Navy, when he got out of the Army, he just continued to build, his business. So everybody's got a story. Your ability to reach out to people. So we got US Navy transitioning. So we know these people are looking. I have a student I'm working with now that has already signed up. He's in the Army. 11 people that are transitioning out of the Army. And the way you do it is you dazzle them with your profile. You put yourself out there. So in addition to the Navy, let's come back. I see you are also a recruiter.
I work for a recruiter. I probably should change that title to assistant recruiter.
Well, maybe. But the important thing is, whether you're a recruiter or you're an assistant recruiter. I mean, this was so long ago, it doesn't matter. Okay, but here's the deal. You come up here, recruiters. There are 2,620,000 recruiters. Now, in addition to recruiter, they call themselves other things. And I'm going to shoot myself because I can't think of some of the other things. But you see, recruiters make great candidates for your business. So if we did looking, opportunities, recruiters. You got 74,000 recruiters. But there's a technique which we're going to help everybody with in boot camp. Picking out the recruiters that would clearly be interested in what you're doing, and more important than that, be successful. So, for example, looking for opportunities recruiter, we're doing a keyword search. So let's look for recruiters that are also trainers. You got 75,000 that have training as a skill. So you've got training or trainer, training as a skill, 23,000. And we also have team builders. Bottom line is, you come down here, bring up the profile. Technical recruiter looking for new opportunity. All right, we come down and we look sales and marketing, technical recruiter, senior recruiting manager. Easy to pick out the people who would be great prospects, great candidates for your business. And we know in advance that they would be great candidates for your business. The idea is to talk to people every day. And I'm going to come up here and bring up one of my students, Sam. Now, Sam is in Australia. Now, he'd been in a couple of boot camps. And let me bring up his profile. So he changed his cover. Don't know why. But his cover, his picture, and his headline right here. Lifestyle transitioning mentor, entrepreneur, home business coach, game-changing agent, financial advisor, LinkedIn social media expert, professional connector, and peak performance trainer. That's you. As a successful network marketer, all of these adjectives would describe you. So let's come down here and look at the messages. Now, at the end of the day, it always comes down to conversation. So last year, got to wait for it to load up. Last year, he came to me and we started working together one-on-one. Now, the first thing you needed to do is we went in and we looked to see how many people he was connected to. See if we could kind of jumpstart this. How many people he was connected to. So he had 4,700 connections. And out of those 4,700 connections, we looked up specifically the types of people that he was looking for. 17% of those people were prospects. We ended up, I showed him how to search, gave him the scripts, and 2 weeks later, he writes back to me, maybe I can bring it up another way. 2 weeks later, he writes back to me, and he says, Max, he says, over the last 2 weeks, I've signed up 14 people. That's 14 people in I think it was 14 people. And he says he's been spending he's been spending 5 to 6 hours a day. Maybe they'll come up here. Okay, here it is. So we had to figure out what he was selling. So let's come up here. So you're all going to do the same thing. Okay, first you go in and customize the scripts for him. So we went over exactly what he was going to say. And come down here. It was a little crazy because Australia and Florida are, totally different time zones. But, okay, so here's what happened. First, went over the scripts, what he was going to say to people. First message, second message. how to start a conversation, how to post, how to get the conversations going. Then we went in and we looked at who he was connected to. So whenever you ask somebody, what do you do? 85% of them are going to come back and ask you what you do. So you have to have an answer. So for him, I've enjoyed a successful career as a financial advisor and a mindset coach for over 22 years. And then you ask them a question. Then we went over who we wanted to search for. In his case, he was looking for investors, business owners, bankers, financial advisors, and Forex traders. Then we went in, gave him some things to post. Then we went in and we looked at, so he had 4,700 connections. And out of these 4,700 connections, 200 were investors, 1,200 were business owners, 41 were bankers, 16 in Forex, 281 were financial advisors. So out of 4,700 people, 1,738, or 37%, could be prospects. Existing connections. Had the scripts, had the search. Then he comes back, and I said, stick to the scripts. Do not talk about your business until you know what their needs are. So he came back, and again, we gave him some more things to post. He said, it's been a crazy 2 weeks since our last coaching session. I sponsored 12 people. I've been busy onboarding the new team and training them. I've been on Zooms for almost 5 to 6 hours a day. Now, I explained to him, you can't keep doing that. He was training everybody on an individual basis, and I said, no, you got to do it in groups. All right, so I turned him loose again. You're going to use GIFs. You're going to use moving images to communicate with people. So about 4 weeks later, I get this from him. Hard to believe I'm writing this. I've always wanted to send you a testimonial. Thanks for your coaching, Max. I've added 21 new team members in the last 3 weeks. That's one a day. And it's still growing by the day as we speak. Your coaching is exceptional. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, to getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the people that he talked to. 9 out of 10 people that he talked to ended up signing up in his business. So how does that work? It works because you talk to people, you follow our scripts, we're qualifying people as we go. And when it becomes clear that they're not a prospect, you stop talking to them and start talking to somebody else. So the conversations keep moving forward. All right, so let me come back. And I'm going to kind of fast forward here because LinkedIn and Facebook are the places that you want to be. They're up to 1,090,000,000 people. So everybody is identifiable. We put them in different categories. The green M&Ms are looking for business. And now LinkedIn has made it easy to pick out the best people. Now LinkedIn has made a change. Every month, more than 10 million people are joining. People between the ages 25 to 34 account for 59%. 129,000 schools are registered, 58 million companies. So now you can search for people by their profession, by their military experience, by their skill sets, by the companies they work for, by their location, by their activity, the schools they attended, when they created their profile, and by their desire and urgency to generate income. There are people on LinkedIn everywhere in the world. Let me pop down here. So with 1,090,000,000 professional users, LinkedIn is better than Facebook. All you need is a profile. Now, searching for people. Your searches are determined by the content of your profile and how it matches up with other people. You can search for people by country, search for people by state or city, or search for people by distance postal code. Now, LinkedIn rolled out major restrictions. You used to be able to do 300 profile searches each month and send connection requests. And last November, they reduced it to 10 a month. And in February, they reduced it to 5 a month. So they're going to offer you a 30-day free trial, but you're going to end up paying for LinkedIn. All right, so finding people, but you're not going to care. Because if you're signing up 2 or 3 people a week in your business, it's going to pay for itself. So you can search for people, companies that laid people off. CVS is eliminating 5,000 jobs. You look them up on LinkedIn. There are 169,000 people. Noon is constantly laying people off. 5,300 people. So there are all kinds of opportunities to pinpoint and find people that are looking for this open to opportunities, 2.4 million. What I want to do is I want to get and explain what Max GPT is. You're never going to run out of people to talk to.
Yeah, I have your Max GPT.
Okay, so So retirees, 1 out of 8 retirees plan to go back to work. And you can find them on LinkedIn. So last February, there were 7 million retired people. Today, there's 8.2 million. Retired people looking for opportunities, 15,000 looking for opportunities. So there's all kinds of different ways to search, to filter everything down. Network marketers are in a storm, or actually 2 perfect storms. One is every month, 200 MLM companies close, fail to launch, merge with other companies, or make unpopular changes. Last month, Rodan and Fields, a makeup company, changed their comp plan and went to a full affiliate program, which meant that everybody that was building the business lost income. So everybody that you signed up personally, you would continue to get paid. But if you signed up 8 people as business builders, and each one of those 8 people brought in 200 people, that's a lot of people. And you'd be making a lot of money for the override. But they cut out the override. So the only people you're going to get paid for are the people that you personally brought in. And then, of course, we got companies. So Rodan and Fields, Juice Plus, there are Max International, another company that's going through some difficult times. Fast way to become a top earner is to talk to people you know. With large circles of influence, bring them into your business and help them bring in their friends. A faster way, talk to professionals that you want to know based on what they do. Bring them into your business and help them bring in their friends, like maybe a chiropractor, a gym owner. The fastest way to become a top earner, talk to the professionals that you want to know with large circles of influence. And they break down into 2 categories. One, what we call outsider whales. Bring them into your business, help them bring in your friends. Example, a store manager or a district manager of a chain. All of them are out of business. An even faster way is to talk to network marketing leaders with large teams, bring them into your business and help them bring in their leaders and team members. So when it comes to whales, you got insider whales, know all about network marketing, outsider whales. Now, my 4-step formula produces immediate results. I started working with Will Zanders in November of 2022. He sent me this right after our first coaching session. I implemented the strategies from our coaching call. Within 72 hours, I was the #1 recruiter. Then he sends me this. It's exactly like you said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts, generated dozens of conversations by following your scripts word for word, and I generated a dozen sales. What I'm teaching you can be immediately duplicated by people, whether they know about network marketing or not. He called in with a great story.
I do have a great quick testimony. Just sponsored a new individual. I've actually got a member of my team on here who's one of our newest 6-figure earners, Melissa Brower. So I wanted to give her a shout out. She just hit 100K in this company. She's already done it before, but this is the most fun we've had. And a young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience. I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me, and she's already like #7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I gotta tell you. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life, and we all appreciate you so much.
All right, so what I want to do is I want to get to Max GPT. Now, Max GPT is the premier artificial intelligence chatbot for affiliate and network marketers. Now, artificial intelligence was introduced for the first time in November of 2022. And I have been following it ever since. It's amazing. Max GPT answers your questions, enables you to refine and steer every conversation with a prospect towards your desired result of closing the sale. It provides you with the questions to ask your prospects, the scripts to qualify them, the answers to your prospects' questions, and the language needed to close the sale. Now, the thing about Max GPT is when you're talking to, let's say you're talking to somebody about network marketing, and somebody's pitching you on their business, okay, and you know by looking at their profile that they're not very successful. Now, your hope is to bring them into your Melaleuca. But if you can't get them in your Melaleuca business, you at least tell them, recommend Max GPT, because it's a tool that everybody could use. And so you can end up making side money recommending Max GPT. Now, this is the first time in 29 years I have ever come up with an affiliate program, because I didn't want to turn my training programs into an income opportunity. But over the last 7 years, I've come to realize that 70% of people in network marketing are orphans. They don't have any to work with. So what we did, you can use Max GPT on your computer, your laptop, your mobile phone. So when you register, you get a 7-day free trial. Now it's going to cost $19.97 a month. So I just released it. Actually, we released it at the beginning of July, but it was a fiasco because the shopping cart on the credit card processor broke down. So it really didn't get going until the last 2 weeks. So it gives you convenient access to my best trainings 24 hours a day. So you can use it when you're talking to a prospect. They'll answer your questions. What do I say to a teacher or school principal that wants to quit their job and find a new career? What do I say to a fitness instructor looking for a side hustle that was previously failed? What do I say to an out-of-work weight loss coach that enjoys helping people that has negative opinion about network marketing? How do I start a conversation with an unhappy networker that's looking for a new opportunity? How do I explain what network marketing is to someone that knows nothing about it? What do I say when someone says, I don't like network marketing, or I never had any success with network marketing, or I would never do network marketing again? Network marketing companies and MLMs are pyramids. So go to maxgpt.com for your free trial. Now, when you go, let me you got 3 options. You get the monthly. You can subscribe for an annual. And if you do, you get 2 months free. Or you can go for lifetime access. My suggestion, if you're planning on making a substantial career in your business, go for lifetime. Now, let me come back. So you fill out the information. You'll be able to check as you refer to people. And here is how it's going to work. You come over here. Oh, I got to get to the next. I got to go back into. So Max GPT going to sell for $19.97, $199, or $297. There's an upsell where people can buy the whale book. Now, the whale book isn't available to people in the Power Lead system. The downsell is a 90-day game plan, or they can buy the Endless Free Lead Digital. Now, this is different than what you have in the Power Lead system because we have updated material. Now, refer 3, get it free. So you refer 3 people, you're earning a commission of $665 a month. So basically, just refer 3 people, and it doesn't cost you anything. The annual payment saves you 2 months, and you'll earn $65.90. So think about it. In fact, I've already got a number of students. I have one student that already told 20 people about it. So he made $65. He made $1,300 just recommending it. And finally, the lifetime access, it was limited to 200 people. We've expanded it to 300. I think we're at 280. Affiliate commission of $98. Recommend it to 10 people. And we have a phenomenal strategy where you can be prospecting. If they buy the whale book, you get a commission, whatever they buy. So it's extremely affordable. And the affiliate program can help you all make side money. So let me. So Craig, I strongly suggest you jump back into boot camp for sure. Why did you get into Melaleuca? What's behind that?
I like the products.
You're what?
I like the products.
Okay. You know, they have something like a 96 or 97% reorder rate. How long have you been taking the product?
Oh, I'm one of those 96% people. I've been doing it for a couple of years.
Okay. So now you've decided that you want to build a business?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just a customer before. I just liked their products, but yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor. Put in the chat your phone number, and I'll give you a call tomorrow, and we'll talk about your different options. I like easy, and I have a special coaching promotion. Coaching is for people that want to go really fast, and let me see. 516, that's New York?
Yes, New York. I'm actually in Maryland, moved out of New York, so but I just never changed the number.
Okie doke. Probably the best time to give you a call tomorrow, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock,
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna be calling you, my cell phone ends in 0007, so you'll recognize it on your caller ID.
Okay.
And we'll talk a little bit and figure out basically how fast you want to go. Now, for the rest of,
Sounds good.
all right, for the rest of you, I'm here to help you. There has never been an easier and a faster way to build your business. Never. And now that I'm celebrating 29 years, every month, the social networks change. Every month, working with people, we see all the changes. Every month, we come up with 5 or 6 new strategies. There are things that you're going to be able to do in August that are unique for the month of August. At the end of the day, we want to help you talk to 10 to 15 people to 20 people every day. If you're talking to 20 people a day, Monday through Friday, that's 100 people. Follow the scripts. Statistically, you should be able to close at least 2 or 3 people. Now, the more you do it, the better you're going to get. And instead of closing 2 or 3 people out of 100, it's like learning to dance. It's like the cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. At the end of the day, you're going to be closing 1 out of 10. The better you get, it's going to go to 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. The key is you're not trying to sell. We're trying to learn about the other person to see if there's an opportunity to sell. And if there is, we want to qualify them because we're looking for people that we know based on their experience and what they do, they would be successful. Your job when you bring somebody into the business is to help them become successful. You help them become successful, and their success will push you up in whatever it is you're selling. So we're going to teach you how to sell, we're going to teach you how to close, and then we're going to teach you how to build a team. Because it's only by building a team that you're going to achieve the level of success that you're looking for. August is going to be a great month for all of you. I gave you the link to boot camp. I hope to see all of you in boot camp. We have a special promotion. So until next time, best of luck and build your business. God bless, Craig. And Abraham, it's nice to meet you guys, and I'm looking forward to helping you achieve whatever goals you set for yourself in your business. Till next time, best of luck in building your business.